turning to the stars.
And I rode with Laura.
Oh.
She's not sitting next to me.
She must have got hung up in the...
I don't
She's probably
know.
signing autographs.
Yeah,
Star Power out in the hallway here.
Maybe you're fending off constituents. I'm not sure.
Something like
it is.
that.
Yeah. So what would you like to talk about today, since it's just you and me?
I'm trying to think of a legal quagmire I could get you into.
Well, I wasn't actually thinking of the legal quagmire. What I was thinking about was the fact that we have an improving market, and so what I'm seeing is the bidding up of properties over list prices. Now, I haven't seen it in Jackson yet, but I'm seeing it in other communities, and I'm getting reports of it from many of the brokers that I represent and that I teach. And so one of the issues has become, how do I end up getting the property that I want? And then the subsidiary issue, the corollary issue, is how do I make certain that my agent is actually working on my behalf if in fact they've got several purchasers who are bidding on the same property. And then as a selling agent, and then also as the buyer's agent, how do I assure that I get the best offer in for my buyer client to assure that that buyer is going to get the property? And then the flip side from the listing side is, how do I make certain that I handle all of these offers to get the best price and best terms for my seller? So those are some of the things that we're seeing at the moment.
What about rates ticking up?
Rates are going to tick up, is what the Fed just announced or indicated that it's going to stop in the near future the stimulus because it sees this improving economy. The stock market went down as a result. What that's going to do to mortgage rates long term remains to be seen. I mean, rates have been so low over the last several years that it's been phenomenal. You're going to see rates increase, but again, we're talking about rates that are still historically low compared to what they were before the real estate crash.
So that shouldn't affect activity that much?
I don't think it will affect it at all, because again, really, it's the qualification for the mortgage more than anything else than the rates. The rate has something to do with it, but it's not really determinative of whether or not I'm going to be able to buy the property. I don't think that's what's driving it right now. Now in Jackson, you're still seeing cash deals simply because of the inability of buyers to qualify for mortgages, or some buyers to qualify, so you're still seeing a lot of cash deals. There's another issue too, and we confronted this yesterday where the city had a meeting with property managers, and Laura and I differ a little bit on this. You want a mix of both owner-occupied and non-owner-occupied, so we were having a conversation about that. But I see that my lovely wife has walked in, so I don't know if she has a particular
Well, I'm glad
comment.
she had a chance to join us.
I don't know.
Sorry, I had a call from a buyer that I was supposed to show houses to at 10:30 today. So.
Okay.
And,
well, we'll get you out of here in plenty of time.
well, no, I had to cancel them.
Well.
So hopefully I get to reschedule them, but there you have it.
So what's up?
Yeah, what are we talking about today?
I don't know, what did you just talk about?
I was just talking about the
You were
fact,
randomly
No,
talking?
I was just talking about the fact that not so much in Jackson, but in other communities we're seeing properties bid up above list price, talking about, or at least mentioning the issues that buyers agents have, sellers and sellers agents have, or listing agents have. And that was one thing. And then I also mentioned that we had a conversation yesterday with the city about owner-occupied versus rental properties, etc. So you pick your poison, whatever you want to talk about. I'm qualified to speak on any subject for any length of time, whether I know anything about it or not.
Got it. Well, why don't we talk about the fact that I just wrote a cash offer. This couple wanted to get into the house early before closing. They wanted it contingent on the close of their home. They're moving here from out of town. But we talked about the pros and cons of that, so we ended up writing a cash offer, close next week from Monday, and it's no contingencies.
Are they moving in before the closing?
No,
Yeah, okay.
No.
As a seller, you never want the buyer to move in before closing. Ever, ever, ever.
Well, in this particular instance, they were going to ask the seller to move within 2 weeks after writing the purchase agreement.
Yeah, well, as a seller, I never move out before the closing.